Free Time. Book 5 of the Chivalrous Welshman, of the Timekeeper Chronicles. Written by Brooke Shaffer. Narrated by Brooke Shaffer. Thank you for listening, and enjoy. Nzinhigan dij bigetawan ginijaw nisana nikminawa. Taivin kuma ikaru akututa tlalahia jintei. Prologue. Bullying. Oh, good, you're here, Lisa sighed as Walter walked in the door of the emergency room. Did you think I wouldn't come? Walter demanded testily. Where's Tommen? He's right this way. Walter had been on duty when he got the call that Tommen had been taken to the hospital after a fight at school. Although, according to the principal and the teacher, it had been less of a fight and more of a gang beating. Tommen had been made fun of and bullied since his first day of school. If it wasn't because of his accent and poor English, it was because of his low grades because of his poor English. Tommen was a bright kid and quick to learn when given his own time and space, but he still struggled to keep up in the streamlined academic world. He was in 3rd grade, where the ages of the students ranged from 9 to 11. They shouldn't be beating up on each other like a bunch of street thugs. But Walter knew which one of them had done it. Even at 12 years old, Tyler Freeman was a hateful son of a neo-Nazi, and he was always bragging about his black belts and state titles. Walter had no cause to doubt his claims, as he'd been the primary bully over Tommen this year. It had started out just as menacing looks and threatening body language. When Tyler figured out just how poor Tommen's English was, it escalated into any number of profane insults. The actual physical bullying hadn't started until a couple weeks ago. A push, a shove, an unintentional trip. Tyler had been sent to the principal's office for a good scolding, given detention a couple times, threatened with suspension. Apparently it had little effect on the nasty little boy, or else Walter would not be walking through the emergency room now. He suffered a moderate concussion, broken nose, fractured cheekbones, and he lost a couple teeth. He also has broken ribs and a broken arm, Lisa was saying, and he's pretty bruised otherwise. I don't think even the car did as bad a damage. Walter let out a breath. That's what I'm afraid of. Thanks, Lisa. He opened the door and went in the room. She was right. He hadn't looked this bad even when he'd been hit by a car. There was no normal-colored skin left on his face. Everything was black, blue, yellow, red, and his left eye was swollen almost shut. He looked over when Walter walked in. He burst into tears as Walter gently tried to hug him. I'm sorry, Dad, he bawled. I didn't mean to. No, Walter whispered. It's not your fault. Papa didn't for. That is, why do they hate me so much? Why do they hate you so much? Walter sighed. I don't know. There were any number of reasons, not the least of which being that whole neo-Nazism thing. But what caused that kind of hateful ideology? I don't know, he repeated.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?